Hello, good evening friends, welcome to my channel. So this is my first video about a date. The content I would be creating from today is the specific events that happened on a particular date in last century or the previous year or the history basically. So I have planned to make a video every day starting from today, that is 28th of August. So every day, tomorrow I will be posting, and even day after and the upcoming days I will be posting videos on events that happened particularly on this particular day. So this I started very unintentionally, and it was nothing planned. It just came to my mind yesterday and I had this intuition thinking that I should do this, and I don't know why. So I'm in front of you. So pardon me with my mistakes if there is any, and do let me know how I can improve and what more I should add in the comment box. It would be very helpful for me. So let's get started right away. Welcome you all to 28th of August 2020. So we have this date 28th of August 2020. Probably next year we would be remembering this date just like a normal day, which was in COVID days. But let me tell you one thing, guys, that's all right. We do have problems in life, right? We do go through many issues, many problems in life, and COVID is just one of them. I'm not saying this because I am not suffering due to COVID or nothing like that. It's just that I am addressing right now. Let's take out the positivity out of it. We have learned to fight. We have learned to live through it, right? And tomorrow there will be a discovery through which people will get cured. So rather than speaking about too many negative things, let's concentrate on what is positive and what we learned during these COVID days, and let's apply that to our lives, and let's be careful on the days coming. I hope next year this day is a much peaceful and happy day for all of us, or in fact the upcoming months. I really wish every one of us a very peaceful future, hoping that there is an end to this pandemic. All right, so considering this day, we are sitting on the 248th day of this year. We have already crossed almost half of this year and more, yes, and we do have 125 days remaining, right, until end of the year. That is why I was really concentrating on speaking about end of the year. We are halfway through, we have some days left. That is why I am repeating once again, let's make the rest of the days of our life the best, okay? And yes, I cannot forget to mention that this day belongs to Virgo, and people who are born today or close to these days do know that this star is which they belong to, right? So let's get right away to the first fact that made me feel interesting, and that is what I'm sharing with you. Okay, right away to the first one. Oh my god, I love this picture. Just by seeing this picture, I already feel that I'm there in Valencia celebrating Tomatina festival. I do know it's a very you could call it a very dramatic, or you can call it a very, I don't know what do you call it, but still I do feel that. And I do feel for the people of Valencia who might be enjoying thoroughly. So this event happened the same day in the last year, and unfortunately it happens around the same time in the August, towards the last week of August. And unfortunately we do not have it this year because it's got cancelled due to the pandemic. And I really feel for all the people who wanted to visit and enjoy. In India, it is just, I think it's more like a Holi, but even though you do not have those stuffs through with which you throw, you do not throw tomatoes, you just splash colors, right? So anyhow, it looks really interesting, and I have promised myself I will visit this place one day in the future. For people who cannot recall it, you might have seen video song in the movie Zindagi Na Milegi Dobara. Of course, if you are an Indian, you must have seen, and I will definitely put some details in my bio. So if you want to know more about it, please definitely go through it. It is a really wonderful history. Let's get straight away to the next fact. Okay. So people who follow Islam, it is a one of the important dates, I'll not call it a very important one, but still people might or may not remember her. So she is Fatima al-ZAHRA, who passed away at the age of 28, a very young age in 615 AD. So that is quite long back. And yes, of course, because she is the daughter of Prophet Mohammed and her mother's name is Khadija. So according to the Shia Muslims, this is what they believe. And yes, so we all do believe what is written in our history, right? So Quran says it is this date that she had to leave the world, and it happened due to the grief of the passing away of her father. So people who would like to know more about this can refer my bio as well. Okay, so let's move on to the next one. Okay, so let's welcome some foodies and chefs to this party. Anyhow, Worcestershire sauce, I'm sure you must have heard, especially people who are in food business, they know about this sauce. So it was invented in the year 1837 by pharmacists, surprisingly, because I think this was part of an experiment. Actually, they were not thinking of creating something which is edible, but it happened thanks to that, because we can make many food items like, let's say, the Welsh rare rabbit, Caesar salad, and oysters, and many such things, just because of the invention of Worcestershire sauce, which is widely used in some parts of the world. So people who like to know more about it can go check it out. Alright? Right. So let's move on to the next one. Yes. So I do have a very important personality here, Mr. Vladimir Shugo. I'm sure many of you have heard about him, probably in movies or in documentaries or places like that. But yes, he was born on the same date in the year 1853, and he is known for his engineering and invention skills, especially engineering polymath. He is known as a scientist and an architect who invented new engineering methods. So I'm sure he is common and very well known among the engineers and especially engineering graduates. So we are really blessed to having witnessed his creativity, which has helped us a lot in the future, in the upcoming days, right? So that is something incredible, which I think. And yes, so let's move on to the next story. Okay, so I have an image here which is of 1884. I'm not going to tell you what this is about. I want you to take a second and guess what this is. Okay, I think most of you are confused just like me when I saw this picture. Of course, it seems impossible to identify what this is, but let me reveal the secret. It is the first known photograph of a tornado which was captured, and this happened in the year 1884 near Howard, South Dakota. Okay, so do you think it is something wonderful? In my content, I'm not putting all those facts and many things, whatever. Maybe there are some things of this day which you think are more important than the events that I have included. But speaking honestly, I am only publishing the things that I really felt is fascinating and something different, right? So if you want to take a closer look and if you want to have a possession of this photo soft copy, you can check my bio, right? Let's go to the next one. Yes, this is my most favorite story of the day because I really admire this person. So Martin Luther King in 1963, there was a very famous speech. I'm not sure how many of us are aware of this, but it is called I Have a Dream, and he narrated very clearly how the civil rights should go. the American civil rights. And you know, this speech is even remembered this date, and it is even part of studies for some universities because of the way he addressed that crowd gathered. He addressed the march. It's really fascinating, and people who have not read or listened to the speech, definitely you have to go and listen to it, because some things that we read, we can really relate to the current scenario, and we can understand the brilliance of this person, how he has narrated and how he has formulated that speech. It's really inspirational. So guys, whoever want to take a look, please go check it out, and make sure that especially if you are interested in history and politics, definitely you do have to. It gives you a lot of idea. Okay, so let's go on to the next story. I am winding up with my final story. So sincerely speaking, I'm a cricket lover, a sport lover, and I felt that I should let you know that today is the birthday of Lasith Malinga, whom we commonly call as Slinga, and he is one of the known fastest bowler in Sri Lanka, apart from the likes of Chamindavas, who was slightly slower, but he is known as the Yorker King, who can put any batsman in trouble. He has a unique record of picking 4 wickets consecutively in a single over. It's really amazing, and anyone who loves cricket does know about it, right? So that is up for today. I am winding up my video. I will definitely see you tomorrow, and I hope to bring you a better content, a better video. So thank you, keep supporting, and let me know any changes or anything that you like me to make in the video. I will definitely take it forward. Thank you so much. See you next day.